It's, where are we? It's January the 6th, Sunday afternoon. I'm as disorganised as ever. I haven't announced that I'm doing a live chat other than on a conversation yesterday. So may or may not have people joining me today. I might even have Mr. J joining me at some point. So she looking over, hopefully. Oh no, he's still eating. So, hello. So one person has joined us. Hello and welcome. Oh, two of you are here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Can you let me know whether you can hear anything, or am I just miming? I'm not miming. There we go. Oh, Emily has joined us. Hello, Emily. Thank you for joining us, or it will be us, but thank you for joining me at the moment. Can you hear me okay? Well, obviously not now. I've gone completely silent, but I am on. I'm on T. Do you know what? I haven't turned the sound off on my phone, so we may suddenly hear a phone call. I wonder if I can do that. I haven't been as organised as I might be today. So Hayden Jones has joined us. Green Raven. So hello, Laura. Kilted Gardener. I think Kilted Gardener is Robert. Have I got that right? Steffi's here and Kate's here. Hello, Kate. How are you? So it is not necessarily, it may be, but it's not necessarily going to be a hugely long live chat today because I'm quite talked out from yesterday. And who else has joined us? Walnut Tree Homestead from, I think you're in Germany. Crazy Daisies. So that's, is that Wanda? Hiya, Wanda. Thank you for joining me. Tuthinbrin is Ellie. Loads of people here, and lots of people saying happy birthday. Thank you. Yeah, another year older, absolutely no wiser. So, and Mr. J's in the corner shaking his head at me saying definitely not any wiser. So and Nan, Ma, Helen is here, and Eleanor and Michael and Joe and Heavenbound Homestead. So yes, Eleanor, it is my birthday. I am officially the other side of 30 today. Am I going to get that one? Well, I am the other side of 30, definitely. And Tracy's joined us from Belgium. This is so nice. There are so many people from far and wide. Benny's in Norway. Tracy's in Belgium. We've got people from the States, from Wales, from England. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? And Nanamar Helen says, call me Helen. That makes it quicker. Okay, and Dawn has joined us as well. So as my usual, oh, I'm from Canada, hooray! And Ellen is from Norway as well. Cool. Yes, so as usual, Joe is absolutely right. What's the weather doing where you are today? It is grey. It's cool.
7 degrees.
It's 7 degrees C, which is I have no idea in F. About 45 would be my guess. It feels colder than that out there. I've been out for a while this morning. It's quite damp, but it is very definitely a grey old day. I'm just looking, and there's no break. You can have grey or even more grey clouds today. So, and it's 45 and foggy in South Texas today. So your weather this morning is how ours has been all day, Kate. So Hayden Jones is in Monmouth, so not so far away from us. Mr. J is sitting over there pointing to where Monmouth is. So Monmouth is about 30 miles, do you think? 30 miles-ish away from us. So not too far at all. And Jay has joined me as well, or us as well. Joe says it's 6 a.m. and still dark. Joe, thank you for getting up so early to join us. Perhaps you were already up, but let's pretend you got up to join us. And Elizabeth is here as well. So I've really short list of things to talk about today because, as I said, I talked about quite a lot yesterday.
She just on and on and on she went.
Okay, so for those of you who are new to the channel, this is my loving partner, Mr. J.
She says the nicest things.
You have been loving today. So Mr. J gave me a lion this morning. He went,
Lie in, not a lion.
no, not a lion, a lie in. And you went and did the birds, got those up, fed them and watered them. While I blithered around, not really knowing what day of the week it was or anything, in my usual grumpy morning thing.
Bad this morning. She was so grumpy. I think she was up too late last night, partying.
I might have been up quite late last night. I wasn't partying, I was working, but you know.
Oh, it sounded like partying from upstairs.
It was working.
I don't know what time it was you came to bed. I really don't.
So yes, I was editing until silly o'clock this morning. So, and Maria has joined us as well. Hello. And Barbara's here. Did Hugh move any wood chips? No, because we were going to, but by the time we'd finished doing the work that we had planned on doing,
You did some work.
we did some work, yeah. So Hugh and I are working on future projects together, and we needed to sit down and do quite a lot of heavy-duty planning for that. So by the time we'd done that and got our brains well and truly into that work, it was almost dark. Okay, so Hugh got his brains into the work, and I sat there going, huh?
Actually, it sounded more like the other way around when I got here, but
Really?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Yes, that's what I like to hear. And Chrissy has joined us. Hi, Chrissy.
unfortunately, Liz wasn't on the booze last night. I had a glass and a half. A glass and a half of the raspberry wine in celebration, obviously, of Liz's birthday.
And Lottie has joined us, and Radu has joined us.
Yeah, thank you, Lottie.
Thank you. And Rosalind's here. Lots of people have joined us. That's really nice, isn't it? So Hugh didn't move any wood chips, but that's okay because I have moved 3, 4 or 8 barrow loads of wood chips every morning for about 3 weeks. So the wood chip pile has gone down dramatically, hasn't it? And things are looking good out there. So that was all good. So if you didn't see it from yesterday, Hugh came over for the day, and
All right, carry on.
is it a crawling thing?
No.
Oh, it's not a spidery thing.
No.
Oh, okay. Phew. Thought for a minute. So yeah, Hugh came over yesterday and spent the best part of the day with me, and we did a live chat. So we did our. He's got the binoculars out. Is there a bird?
Yeah.
Oh right.
I don't want to see it now.
All right. So it's possibly a bird of prey in the garden, which is makes both of us stop for a second. So Hugh came over and did a live chat, a Q&A where we answered loads and loads of gardening, permaculture and homesteading type questions. We didn't get through all the questions, and Hugh had so much fun he wants to come back and do another live chat, and next time be on his channel. So please keep those questions coming, and we will try and get through them in the next Q&A, which I think is not going to be that long. I think he's probably going to be back middle to the end of February.
Can't you
to do
simulcast
that.
them on both channels at once?
Well, no, because Hugh hasn't got enough signal at his place
I
to.
didn't mean that. I meant when he's here.
Oh, well, we might be able to. That would be yes, we could. That would be clever. I hadn't thought of that. So let's go back and see who else is here. So if you haven't seen the live chat from yesterday, lots of really good, really interesting questions asked. I would encourage you to go and have a look at that. So Half Acre Dreams saying amazing how your farm has grown. Thank you. Jay McHugh has joined us. ACS has joined us. And Lorella is here. Hi, Lorella. That's Lorella, not a farm girl.
Yeah.
And Yoshi Rabbit is here, and Willow Creek Homestead are here. Hello, Trish. Hello, Creeks. Joe McHugh, Michael Levis, and Donna Norris. I can't believe how many people are joining us. It's brilliant. And Sarah Payton is here. Payton. I can't say it, can I? No. And Sandra is here, and Branca Homestead are here. Wow.
Hugh wants more tea and crumpets. You haven't done crumpets, have you?
No,
have you
he
done
had
any of your
was-
drop scones?
No. So he had Hilda's buns, which are
And
small.
Hilda was not happy.
Are small buns with sultanas in them. And the recipe was handed down to my father from the next generation up from him. It wasn't his parent, it was a friend. So he got that from a friend. It went to my father, he taught my mum taught me, I've taught my children. So it's a good old recipe, and it's one that I'm including in my my recipe book for patrons.
Another ongoing... Excuse me.
Away from the microphone.
Thank you.
Yes, it is another ongoing project, but it's almost done. So we are almost there with that
Oh, right,
now.
good.
And Ecocentric Homestead have joined us as well. So that was good.
Good, yes.
Yes, that was good.
And I noticed that we have some potential visitors in March. You scrolled past that.
I have scrolled past it. Who's come to see us in March?
Emily and Mark.
Oh, excellent. Yes. Fantastic. Emily, give me a phone call, a text, a message, any of those things. And we can get that sorted out. And Red Duchess Farm has joined us as well. So Half Acre Dream says, is this a regular live stream time? So yes, this is my regular. It's 2 p.m. GMT, which is 9 a.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. Australian Eastern.
Okay. Until we go into British summertime, and then it changes.
Well, yes, but then it'll be 2 p.m. BST. But it's 2 p.m. Whatever the time is in Britain is our usual time. The live chat yesterday was a one-off because Hugh was on his way from a farming conference in Oxford, on his way home, and had to pretty much go past the door. So, yeah. So I've done that. The other thing I want to talk about is that I'll tell you this is going to be fairly short today, but sausages. We've just had sausages for lunch, and they were
All right.
yeah. So, do you have a favourite type of sausage? And I don't mean a brand, I mean a type. So is it, I don't know, a
Cumberland or a Lincolnshire
or a vegetarian or a vegan or a...
Glamorgan.
Is it Glamorgan? I was about to say Caerphilly.
No, Glamorgan sausages are the ones you used to like.
Glamorgan, well, I still like them, I just can't eat them.
No, because they've got gluten in them. Do they come in gluten-free varieties?
Or chorizo. So, yeah, so I was interested in knowing what types of sausages people eat. Maybe
Lottie says Lincolnshire. Well, it's Lincolnshire in Lincolnshire, Lottie. There's your new nickname.
So wild boar sausage.
Oh, yeah. There used to be a really nice sausage place in Bath. It wasn't a butcher's, it was actually the sausage. I think they called it the sausage place. Went out of business, obviously, because they were too specialist. But they made little runs of different flavoured and different type sausages. I've
just got to say hello to a few more people. Steve Plum Wine is here. Ziggy's here. Becky.
Bratwurst.
Oh, yeah.
Kills a garment,
says Toulouse sausages from Norman. Hi, Norman. Thanks for joining us. So a couple of questions I've seen. Can I explain the allotments? Or are they purchased, lease, etc.? So allotments are a piece of land that is owned by somebody. And more often than not, but not always, more often than not, it's owned by the local authority, where they then rent out a strip of land, a sort of certain size.
Yeah.
That individuals can rent 1, 2, or maybe 3 or 4, and each allotment will have different rules about that. That you can then grow on, and those are is your fruit and veg and flowers. Nobody else should be harvesting from them. So it's not like a community garden where a whole load of people will grow in the community for the community. It's rented land that people can use, and it came about because as gardens got smaller and smaller, but people still needed to feed themselves. It was a way of being able to feed the population, to be able to feed themselves and have access to fresh fruit and vegetables, thereby by making them healthier. So most of them are owned by the councils, but there are quite a proportion that are privately owned, and then they might be slightly different sizes. But the rent on them is usually pretty cheap, certainly much cheaper than buying a piece of land that size. So that's how the allotment system works. Now, there's a whole load of other people to say hello to.
A whole lot of people saying about sausages. There was some pheasant and chili.
Oh, nice. Well, should we just pop back and look at those? So Tony's joined us. Hello. Rachel from the 1870s homestead. Hello. Jose's here. Let's pop back because there were a couple of questions. There we go. Kate, thank you for asking people to pop questions in capitals. Sarah just wants to make a comment about
honey garlic mousse sausage.
Sarah wants to make a comment about the apple cider vinegar that she's made. So she's really pleased with her, so that's great.
So then Bryn's saying their own homemade sausages, apple and sage variety, seeing the best thus far. Okay. Sounds good.
Steve Plumwine says veggie sausages, but only from the UK. In France, they're generally terrible. Pork sausages with lots of sage. I think that's a Lincolnshire, isn't it?
It's interesting, actually. Speaking of veggie products, there was a small local to Bath and formerly Bristol burger place. The best takeaway in town is their slogan, but I'm not giving their name.
I'm just looking blank at you.
And they did the only veggie burger that I've really liked. In fact, it was better than a lot of the beef burgers.
I know who you're talking about. So a Toulouse sausage, I've got a feeling that's one with tomato in it. I think Toulouse is tomato and herbs.
See, that you say Toulouse and I think about the Stranglers. Goodbye Toulouse off their first album, Stranglers for Rattus Norvegicus.
Okay, I think of Toulouse-Lautrec, so, slightly different culturally. Just saying.
Yeah. I suppose Toulouse-Lautrec sold for more money, but the Stranglers have definitely sold more records.
Yes, yeah. Half Acre Dream says, we have a cherry sausage here. Cherry sausage. So is that pork sausage meat with cherries in it, or is it just purely cherries?
Beef sausage with cherries.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Pheasant and chilli, yes.
Yeah, apart from the chilli for you.
No, but it was still tasty.
The lamb sausage sounds nice. Megadeth.
And David has joined us from Arkansas. Oh, I'm way behind in the chat.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah. That's some interesting. It's interesting seeing the different prices that people are being charged for their allotments: 65, 19, 15. So yeah.
Yeah, loads of different prices. So there we go. And Yoshi Rabbit saying that your allotment was great, but it was too far away from the house. Oh, that's a shame. And Mama tried homestead. Kathleen, good morning. Hi, thank you for joining us. Michael Levis's grandmother used to make sausages. Nice. So, Rot the Casbah is here.
Clearing brambles. Yeah, we know that one.
Don't we just? Yeah. And that Texan is here saying, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from the Cumberland Mountains. Well, that's a good place to be. We were just discussing Cumberland sausages. Yeah. So,
health enthusiast saying that about the Beyond Burger. I've read about that. Some of this fake meat that bleeds. What's the point? It's like having fake bacon that tastes of bacon.
Do you know what? I'm not going to go into that discussion because I don't want to get shouted at.
No, it's an opinion, that's all.
I just went with it. So, okay, so the cherry one is cherries mixed with pork.
Uh-huh.
No, I like the idea of that. Oh well, Sarah says she thinks of the Aristocats because Toulouse was
Yeah. And hello, Hugh. Glad you got back home safely.
Yes. He's we'll take that as he's just popping in, not that he's just popping in.
No, he does say popping in the second time. Spinach and feta chicken.
Oh,
sounds good.
That sounds really nice. If you've only just joined us, we are discussing what sort of sausages we like the most because we've just eaten.
We just ate some ones that we didn't like as much as what we like at the Normans, what we normally eat, innit?
Something like that. So so we just had some that were a bit unsatisfactory. Is that
yes, less than satisfactory.
Less than satisfactory, yes.
We'll mention no names.
Hey, well, Homestead have joined us, and Nell has joined us as well. Yeah, we won't name names because we're just being picky about sausages, aren't we? Okay, Tracy says, when do you plant potatoes if you want to grow them in pots? Loads of gardening peeps here. Tracy is in Belgium, so if there's anyone in the UK who want to answer that would be fantastic. Health Energy says, are we all hunters? No.
We're gatherers, though.
We're gatherers. We are gatherers.
And we do raise, as you probably know, we raise birds for meat.
Yeah. There are different hunting laws here in the UK to the US. And no, it's not something that we do. And so Yoshi was saying it was difficult to visit their plot regularly. My stomach's going to rumble any second now, I can tell.
Yeah, I know why.
I know. It's all those
cakes that people are offering you.
I'm not having cake today. I made the Hilda's buns yesterday, so I'm being good and not having cake today. I have kind of skimmed over a whole load of comments, so I'm really sorry there. So I'm going to do a little bit of looking back.
Sausage with maple syrup.
Yes, I'd like that. Kate, I'm with you. I can't eat peppers either, so I really like the idea of chorizo, but my body doesn't like it. So.
Oh, that Polish sausage that Rosalind Williams is mentioning looks interesting.
A smoked sausage, yeah.
We
need to look these things up afterwards, don't we? Look at that silent hunt and silent. I'm reading about. Grandfather used to hunt wild pig and make sausage from it. So silence while I'm going.
Yeah, we had a conversation with someone who hunted wild boar.
Oh, he did. I wonder who it was.
A couple of years ago.
Hiya, Derry. Was it that long ago?
Yeah. It was.
I don't know who it was.
He used to hang them up in his outhouse.
Oh, well, you can tell me about afterwards if you remember who it is.
I'm trying to.
Sarah's saying she's wondering if, because we can't have paprika, I could substitute it with mustard, which I also can't eat, and other peppery herbs and spices, which I also can't eat. No, we eat bland food generally, don't we?
Yeah, I throw the odd bit of spice and
on afterwards.
Afterwards, yeah.
So, and Carol has joined us. Hello, Carol. Did I say hello to that Texan, or have I just been rude
I don't
and not
know.
said hello? If I've been rude and not said hello, please forgive me. There are lots of people here and lots of conversation going very quickly.
I said Homestead have got their grandparents' antique sausage stuffer. Does that mean that you're going to make some antique sausages with it? Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're right, Tenny. There are absolutely masses of people here today. I don't know how many because we have that number hidden. 79 people watching. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you want to put the kettle back on?
Yeah, I can put the
Because we
kettle back
now
on.
know the kettle is not so loud.
Are we going to comment on the fact that we're sitting here like
Oh, look, we're like a couple of old...
Thank
Thank you. So I've got some gloves with silver in them. So these have got 8% silver, not because not because I'm flashy, but because it does something with the heat, keeps the heat into your hand, on your hands and wrists better. And I've been really, really struggling. That Texan said we look like street urchins. So I've been really struggling with Reynards for the last couple of weeks. Even when I just walk through from the living room to the kitchen, my hands then go completely white. But this seems to have solved it completely. So she hopefully. Yeah. Sorry, now Kate, you've just made a comment, and I'm just going to see what. You got all excited about something?
No, I just.
So Kate says, guys, it's really nice to see. That is one of the nicest parts of your live stream. It's so pleasant to see people who really care for each other. Oh, us caring for each other. Each other. We do. Yeah. So Tony's saying if you have a Kenwood chef, they do a sausage making attachment. He's used it for years and it's brilliant. We've actually been lent
Carry on.
we've been lent a sausage stuffer by our friend Martha, who raises pigs and who we got our pork from.
My mum had a Kenwood chef. She had one of the early Kenwood chefs from the 1950s. She had a sausage attachment on it, and she never managed to use it.
Anna's joined us as well. Hi Annie, how are you? So, are we still talking sausages, or are we almost finished sausages now? Farm on Quail Hollow here. Hello, thank you for joining us. And a lot mental here as well. Evening all. And Bill's allotments are here, and Ellen Mack are here. Well, do you know what? We must be quietly heading towards 100 people on our live stream. How fabulous is that? Do I get a prize if we hit 100 people watching?
I'll get a square of chocolate.
I might get a square of chocolate. Okay, so now we need 3 more people to join us. 2 more people to join us, so I can have a square of chocolate. Oh, 2 people have now disappeared.
Obviously, people who don't like chocolate. Or they've got a way to find some.
Oh dear. Okay, so a lot mental says, how will you cook that huge pumpkin? So this is our medium pumpkin. Darling, do you want a hernia again? So we do have a fairly large pumpkin that I've got absolutely no idea how I'm going to cook it. This is Phil. Phil sits here. He stays with us. He fills the space whenever Mr. J isn't here. Sorry about the noises off. So hello to 50 Shades. Hello to BK Berggren. Hello to Evelyn. You have to go around the long way, darling. So this is it's like a comedy routine. You've gone very pink. So this is the, just hold it there for a minute, darling. This is the large pumpkin. We've got absolutely no idea what we're going to do with this one. I think it's probably disgusting inside.
End up being fed to the chickens.
I think yes. Why don't you just pop it on the floor, because we'll never get it off the floor, I guess. So that was a Pacific Giant. We grew several quite, and I do mean really small Pacific giants, so not so giants. And then that one really big pumpkin. And this is a squash that is supposed to be a jumbo pink banana. That was very loud. There's obviously nothing banana-y about it at all. So its parents had obviously crossed. Thank you, Danny. Its parents had obviously crossed to produce a pumpkin shape, but I'm hoping it will taste nice. Being called noisy. A lot mental says now he feels guilty. No, not mental say that. I now feel guilty if you get a bad back. You're not noisy. He is noisy. He won't get a bad back. He's a strong chappy. Evelyn's asking whose birthday it is. That would be me. I am over 30 today.
Yeah. She's no longer 29. She's been 29 for as long as I've known her. All of a sudden, she's 31. Frightening, considering we met at primary school. This isn't true.
No. So, can I eat pumpkin? Yes, I can eat pumpkin. I can eat squash, which is why I grow quite so many of them. I don't really like pumpkin very much, but I do like squashes. Pumpkins are just a little bit too woody in
David
taste.
Corbett says, put a big firecracker on it. May not be edible, but fun in an adolescent way.
It is a thought. So.
Kilted Gardener wants to know what sort of tea you have.
Oh, right. I only have
Decontaminated.
one type of tea, yes, but it's tea as opposed to an infusion of another herb or flower. So it's tea. Right.
As in the thing that you'll see advertised on television with chimps or with little cartoon men.
Yeah, so this is
little cartoon men.
tea, and it's decaffeinated with slightly too much milk in it.
That's because of moving hernias.
Moving hernias.
That is a hernia in the making. It's going to be a brand new brand of pumpkin. Get your hernias here. Pick your own hernia.
Someone else is, and Julie has joined us, and so Ron's here. Do I eat pumpkin seeds? We have eaten pumpkin seeds.
Have we? I'll take your word for it.
You have. I've hidden them in things. Because to eat anything like that, we have to hide it, or I have to hide it. Kate has just asked if we have one of our cups that we can show. Yes. So this is our Byther Farm mug. And this is the design on it is a representation of our place. It is only a representation,
including some of our livestock.
Yeah.
Monty.
So there's a representing Monty, but the chickens are actually taken from photographs of our chickens, and likewise the ducks.
And the red.
Yeah.
Is because I work for the Royal Mail.
It's not really. It's because I liked it. Just because I liked it. So, and Howie has joined us, and Ballyhigh Mail Order has joined us. I can't believe how many people have been here. Did it actually hit the 100 at any point? Anybody? Because I wasn't looking.
Do you drink black teas or herbal?
No.
Black coffee?
I drink black coffee. I literally just I drink this all day long. Decaffeinated and.
Ashley wants to know if we have a slim version of them. If
No,
there is a
we
slim
don't.
version of the mug.
No, it's just that one mug, one design. Apparently, yes, it did hit 100. He's off again. I don't know where he's going.
I'm a man of my word.
And John McGee's here, and 1971 Witters are here. If I haven't said hello to you, I'm really sorry. The chat is going really quickly, and I am trying to say hello to people and to read your comments. But as usual, I'll go through afterwards. If there are any comments that need urgently answering, I'll answer in the description below. What is the diameter of the mug? That much. That's not very helpful. I shall just get out my tape measure, which I have neatly next to me. So the outer diameter, rather than the inside, so the outside of it is 8 centimetres, which is fractionally over 3 inches. And the inside is, oh, I can't measure it. What's this? It's my piece of chocolate.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can't speak now.
God, I might actually eat it all at once. Okay, so what were we talking about? I don't know.
Ask them what size the mug was.
Right, okay. Yes.
So someone was saying they also like the mug I'm using.
Yes, you've got a collection of those. Haven't you?
You can find these in my Amazon storefront. It's from a Welsh company. I've been buying their mugs for...
A number of years, isn't it?
Oh, 30 years this year.
30 years? So since you were born?
Since I was born. So I've been using their crockery for 30 years. I really like it. So.
Nell wants to know if there's anything about homesteading that you do not like.
Rain, wind. Doing anything in the rain or anything when it's windy. And I don't like it when birds or our livestock become ill. We did a video that was part of a collaboration started by Rose over at Wholesome Roots called The Good, the Bad and the Ugly of Homesteading. We did that earlier in the year, didn't we?
Last year. No.
Last year. We did that last year.
Get your tense right.
So yeah, if we have a look, you'll see The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and we talk about...
all that.
All of that stuff, all of that things.
All of them things in it. Like,
Yeah.
no, I mean, you're really having a struggle. You're struggling with your worms today, aren't you?
I'm struggling with my words today. That's because I was up too late. And Tony's saying time goes too fast.
When you're having
goes
fun.
so fast. It does. And do you know what else goes really fast?
Just a man of the manning. Sorry.
Do you know what
Go on.
else goes fast?
What's that in?
Your chocolate. When you've got one square of chocolate and it's stuck to the roof of my mouth and I'm desperately hoping it will stay there a little bit longer. So, oh dear. Okay, so Willow Creek had to go off. Thanks for joining us today. Steve is saying, are there any pallet wood projects planned for the new year? Yes.
Do we know what they are yet?
Yes.
Oh, we do? Oh, I didn't.
I do know what they are. And all shall be revealed in due course. Pallets.
Oh, right.
So, Kilter Gardner says green and black chocolate is their favourite. I really like green and blacks, and you bought me when we were first looking around this area. When we very first started looking around this area about 5 years ago. You bought me a little mini, like a selection of mini chocolate pieces, which I ate greedily as we were driving around.
Yeah. Instant reaction.
And I had, and none of them had nuts in them, did they? They were non-nutty ones, and I had a fairly heavy-duty reaction to them, and I don't think I've had green and black since then.
Yeah. My favourite chocolate was Swedish Marabou back in the day before it got taken over by another company. It's not as good as it used to be.
It was fabulous back then.
It was the best chocolate in the world.
It was, and it
Partly
came in little round.
Oh yeah,
little
the
round pieces.
draggies they were called.
So Mr. J's family is on his mother's side is Swedish, and I spent quite a lot of time in Sweden as a child because my father was working there. So we didn't know each other then, but it was one of those other things.
We were probably in Sweden at the same time at some point.
We probably were. It just meant that it's another thing that we have in common. So.
I've noticed that Texan's asking about people scouring seed catalogues.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I was delivering yesterday. I delivered 3 of these tractor part catalogues.
Yay!
They're that thick. 2 doors,
Fantastic.
2 houses I delivered them to, they were too thick to go through the letterboxes.
Okay, so somebody's saying they went to the Amazon storefront and most of the mugs are currently unavailable. That just means that they are waiting to make the next batch of them. It is a husband and wife team. They may have other help, but basically it's a husband and wife mostly who make them. So they will produce another batch very soon, no doubt.
Tracy lived in Sweden for 11 years. Whereabouts in Sweden? Out of interest.
Yeah, because we're nosy now. And, okay, people are nodding and agreeing. What are we agreeing at?
Kevin says that Lidl's own brand 70% cocoa chocolate is delicious. Which is the one? Yeah, it is. It's Lidl we've got near us. Well, I'll have to try it.
You'll have to try it. Yeah.
Do we? But no. Nay. Inte.
No.
Inte Pragsvenska.
So, well, yeah, that's bad.
When I'm in Sweden, I can understand, and as I tune my brain in when we're over there, I understand more and more.
Yes.
And then as I'm flying back, or coming back on the ferry, it sort of disappears. The further we get from it, the further away.
I think it's like that with any language, though, isn't it? Well, if you're completely immersed in it, you start getting the context. When I was a teenager, I went to stay with a family in France.
Yeah.
For a month, and after about 2.5 weeks, I started dreaming in French, which
Tracy
I thought
lives
was.
in Vallentuna. We've been to. Oh no, you haven't. You may have been to Vallentuna. I've been to Vallentuna.
Was that where that beautiful little village that we went to?
That was Sigtuna.
Oh right. I knew it was some sort of fish.
Yeah. Oh, I better go and find you.
No, you stay there.
Huh? Ow!
You are pinned. And I will deal
I'm
with
pinned
this.
to the seat. Health enthusiast lived in Germany for 6 months and started dreaming in German too.
Yeah.
Kate wants you to post the link to your Amazon store because hers is broken.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh,
Actually,
nice, Tracy. I'm
Kate,
I'm
it
liking
should
that.
be in the information section below. I have it.
Somewhere.
So it is, yeah, so it's in my description, my video description. So hopefully you can find it from there. So yeah, I would say to everybody, the links to my my Amazon store for UK and US, and my affiliate link for the German Amazon are in my description, as are the links to our t-shirts and clothing and mugs. We've done that. I think we've done a fairly big.
Yeah. Homestead in the Highlands says that Galaxy chocolate, actually all chocolate bars have been reduced in size. This is all part of the way of maximising profits, apparently improving our health, and maximising profits. I mean, you know, when we were young people, curly whirly, 2.5p, and it was about 11 feet long. Now it's about 90p, and it's that big.
No, it's not. It's still not as big as it was, though, is it?
And yeah, and they're not advertised by Terry Scott anymore, are they?
Is that who they're
That who used to advertise it, doing his My Brava bit.
I'm going to slurp my tea, which is why I've moved away. What are you reading?
I'm health enthusiast tried to post the link, but the chat won't let me. I don't know which link you were trying to post. So
Someone will find it.
seven Rolos in a packet of Rolos. Good grief!
Is that all?
Yeah, and Chrissy's saying that the chocolate on a curly whirly is not as thick as it used to be. I can believe that.
Smarties, you don't get the same number of Smarties
No.
anymore.
No.
Jelly tots?
Nah.
It's only half a handful now.
Yeah. You don't get as
How do I know about all these sweets?
licorice, all sorts. It's mainly the cheap bits. So Ron wants to know if the new drone has a built-in camera. I think it's got a link back to.
It's got a camera and a little card reader.
Oh right, okay, it has. Okay, fine. I didn't know. I haven't been allowed to play with it yet.
I should go and get it to show people.
Wagon wheels were huge. At one stage, you could get 4 wagon wheels, put one on each side of a box, and you could actually roll around the garden in it. Now,
You used
You
to
would-
not be able to get one in your whole one in your mouth, but you can now.
now, how can you give a roll away if there are only 7? Well, you've got to love someone an awful lot to give the last one away, haven't you? Frozen curly whirlies. Actually, I think that the fun size bars
Aren't very
are
fun.
well, no, the bars now are fun size, and the fun size bars are bite size.
Right, so yesterday I put a short video into my Facebook group of Hugh teaching me how to use my new toy. So I have bought a drone in the January sales, and this was reduced from 90 to £15.
And it was that was actually prompted by a conversation in the live chat.
Yeah. So
and I can't remember who it was
Ross Minton, who
Thank
has
you.
just arrived, or maybe he's been here a while, but I've only just noticed.
Yay, the drone!
So, Ross, thank you so much for telling me about this. I thought at £15 it was worth a go.
Yeah.
It was worth a try. Well, Hugh is an absolute whiz with flying a drone.
He has a drone that
he's
costs
got
quite a lot.
Yeah, he's got a big grown-up drone, not a...
Not
not
4K,
one of these.
4K multi-camera movie jobs, isn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, I have this. Now, it's got safety guards to go on for the propellers. I haven't worked out how to put them on yet. That's all right. Ross hasn't worked out how to do it either, so I'm not alone. Anyway, so you control it with an app from your mobile phone. It's got a slot for a card reader thingy to go in, a little card, not card reader, a little card to go in it, which you can then transfer to your computer to take the film off. Well, I flew it for a few seconds, almost crashed it into the trees, squealed a lot, laughed a lot, and then handed the controls back to Hugh. So this may take some time to master. But eventually I will get there, and then we can have some more footage of the garden from above. I'll have that back, thank you.
Okay.
So, hello, Cheryl's saying her hubby wants a drone to herd the sheep. And Ross is saying it's a cheap way to learn. Yes, it is.
Hello, Jane from Georgia, USA. Thank you.
Where? Good morning. Oh, yes, hello.
I thought
Thanks for
I'd
joining us, yes.
comment before that disappears off the screen.
Yes.
Teleprompt only goes so far.
Teleprompter. We've been watching, talking of teleprompters, we have been re-watching, what's it called?
The Newsroom.
Which was on a few years ago.
We didn't see it at the time.
We didn't see it at the time because it was on one of those pay-for
was it?
networks. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's on HBO, but I think it might have been in the days when HBO still came out on BBC Two. But anyway.
Well, we didn't see it.
We didn't see it.
So we've just binge watched that, which was absolutely fabulous, wasn't it? It wasn't absolutely fabulous. It was
The Newsroom.
The Newsroom. Yes.
Excellent series. Really, really
Yes,
good. And what is it about it that he did? Because it's the same guy that did West Wing, and they are talking about doing a West Wing reboot at the moment. They've been talking about it for about the last year. I wonder why. I'd quite like to see them do a Newsroom reboot. I think they could.
Yeah,
they
I
could
think
take
they
it
could,
on now
yeah.
and see where the characters have got to. Yes, Sarah, I love Drop the Dead Donkey as well. I don't think it was really your scene because it was
No,
more
it's not
humour.
mine at all.
But
Joe's saying, do we get a video of Liz learning to fly? I've put the video on my Facebook group. I may well be able to pop it elsewhere as well. It's, I mean, it's quite embarrassing of me just going, oh, you, look at this, you. So it wasn't the most inelegant things. And at one point, Hugh grabbed his camera and was filming me.
yeah, filming you, filming me, filming them.
Yeah, he was filming me going, Hugh, look at this. I was so excited because instead of watching the drone, I actually looked down at my phone to see what the drone was looking at. And it was like, oh dear.
David thinks of bagpipes when he thinks of drones.
Yes. So,
It's also something you use in order to make a sitar play. It's a part of a noise of a sitar.
what, the drone?
If you remember, we got that from
No,
something
stop
like
droning on.
Universally Challenged the other day.
Did we? Oh, probably one I wasn't listening to properly. So,
Madam Secretary, that's not one I've heard of.
are you doing anything special for your birthday?
Chatting with you.
Chatting with you. I have been editing a video. Had quite a late start. And sat around drinking.
Yeah, you had a lion for your birthday.
I had a light in, not a lion.
Not a lion.
It sounds like we've gone back to the beginning. So I'm just having a gentle day. I don't do anything really to celebrate my birthday in January, but I usually find something in June, to an event or a gig or
Her
something.
Majesty, see, she shares the name and has 2 birthdays. Need I say more?
So I don't actually have 2 birthdays, but we do go out to... Lorella, thank you for joining us. We do go out... I do try and go out and do something in June, don't I?
Yes.
So we have been to gigs that you wouldn't have wanted to go to, but I did.
Yes.
And I forgot to get the tickets this time.
For what?
Well, there's a Manic Street... Not Manic Street. There's a Stereophonics playing in... Swansea, possibly. Anyway, it's a daytime start. Well, obviously they won't be daytime, but I mean, you know. Anyway, I didn't get the tickets.
Big field job, isn't it?
A big field job, and I didn't get the tickets. So. Yeah, but you know, for my birthday, you would.
For your birthday, I'd have found someone that wanted to go with you.
Me.
Otherwise, you'd have had a miserable time.
Sue has joined us, and she's saying, "Good morning, Anna." Oh, it's Anna. There we go. And Tanya's here, and do you know, I keep thinking I've seen another couple of names and I haven't said hello. So, and Anna G is here from Poland. Nice.
So if you've arrived and not been said hello to, it's nothing personal. It's just volume and stuff and
and brain not being as fast as it might be. Not being quite as fast as it might be.
Well.
So, I know. I don't know what I did to the messages
I don't know.
then.
I don't know what you did then
I zoomed the messages around. Don't watch for a second because it will just make you feel seasick. Oh, this isn't good. So Emily says she's standing in a kitchen and her neighbour who rides his bike with no helmet up and down the street just drove into a car.
Ooh.
And ran off, leaving his bike. If they run off, I'm assuming that they're reasonably okay.
Yes, you would assume so.
And that no doubt the car owner will be able to find out. I hope so.
Homestead in the Highlands wants to know if Hugh was the reason you're up late.
No, Hugh left mid. Ow! I just banged it.
Mid-afternoon.
Banged the thing on the buckle on the underneath of the table again.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hugh left mid-afternoon, and I was up late. What was I doing?
Editing videos and chatting.
I was chatting. I was editing videos. Oh, and I was doing quite a lot of research for a video.
Cheerio to them, Bryn.
Because much as though it looks like most of the time I'm just blithering through. What?
You should see the blithering through. You've seen the outtakes.
Yeah, most of the time
you should see the outtakes from the outtakes and the outtakes from the outtakes of the outtakes.
I do bumble my way through an awful lot, but then I also do some research when
necessary.
Yes,
it's the word you were groping for.
It is.
1971 Witters says, "Happy birthday, Liz." Bye.
Okay, thank you for joining me or us. Thank you. So, and I saw another question. Okay, what do I use to film and edit my videos? So to film, are you gone again? So you don't need to get it. No, you just gone anyway. That's fine. So to film, I use 2 things. I use my phone, which is an old iPhone 6, and works perfectly well. And then this time last year, for my birthday, Mr. J bought me a camera, and that is a Panasonic Lumix something. And It does all sorts of amazing things, but all I do with it is point it at what I want to film and press record. I haven't learnt to do anything more flashy than that with it. And I use a small microphone to improve the sound because it's generally so windy outside that even with an external microphone that's got a windsock on it and everything, it's still, all it picks up is the sound of the wind. So I use that. And then to edit, I use Premiere Elements 15. So that's Adobe Premiere Elements 15, which is a one-off purchase as opposed to Premiere Pro, which I think is a monthly subscription. So I tried to keep the cost down, and I started off when I first started making videos, I used my phone and I used Windows Movie Maker, which was what was on my computer, and it was certainly enough. So I'm now reading again, sorry about that. Okay, so I know there's something been said by Cheryl. Sorry, I've missed that comment. I will catch up and see what's been going on there. Oh, okay. So she's saying some sort of homophobic attack nowhere near you. Okay, right. You all right?
Yeah.
So, listen, it is, where have I got to? It's 3 minutes to the hour.
3 minutes to the hour.
3 minutes to the hour.
News,
it's
2 minutes to the hour. News on the hour. Now, here's the news and weather where you are. Oh, sorry, wrong script.
It's, I've got to take Christmas decorations down this afternoon.
Yes.
Because my tree is still up, so that's one of my birthday jobs is to do that.
Always is, isn't it?
It always is. Well, unless I've got Boxing Day, toting down on Boxing Day.
Yeah,
I've
like my mum used to do.
Yeah, well, I have previously, but it's been so long since we had the decorations up. It
I
was
actually
like,
remember my mum taking down on Christmas afternoon once.
Well, good on her.
I'm fed up with these now.
So, I think we're going to head off and
Yeah.
do that. And I've got a video to edit, put my feet up, have another cup of tea.
Another cup of tea.
Yeah.
Think it was your birthday.
And and then I'm going to cook a roast dinner for tonight. So, look, have another chocolate.
You might get one later.
Yay! Okay, so I think that's it. Should we stop procrastinating and do the deed then? And so, wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one. And we'll see you all next week. There'll be videos in between, but we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.